passenger on the starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused. You've just spent Hello. You've just spent 120 years in suspended animation. Just breathe. You're a passenger on the starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused. You've just spent 120 years in suspended animation. Just breathe. You're a passenger on the starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused. You've just spent 120 years in suspended animation. Just breathe. You're a passenger on the starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused. You've just spent 120 years in suspended animation. Just breathe. You're a passenger on the starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused. just spent 120 years in suspended animation. Just breathe. You're a passenger on the starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another VR Safari. You're listening to the voice of Nick, and we have Mr. TJ Smith back once again.
Hello.
You're strapped into the Oculus headset. How you feeling, man?
I am plugged in right now, and I am feeling great. I am feeling very galactical right now.
You're very galactical. You're looking out into space. What are you doing right now, TJ?
I am aboard the Avalon, which is the ship from the movie Passengers, and we're about to do a little game/experience. Is that what we call it these days?
Sure, yeah, you're going to experience some stuff for sure.
From the movie, so I'm excited about this. It's actually like my first day of playing Oculus VR. I've done either HTC or something else before, so this is really exciting for me.
You're in for a treat, man.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and pull that lever up in front of you.
Okay.
And we will get this thing going.
Alrighty, here we go.
So guys at home, what we're doing right now, in case you are joining, this is a Passengers VR experience. So we are going to run into the one and only Chris Pratt. It's actually voiced by Chris Pratt too. I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah, you're going to meet him in a second. So guys, if you like Passengers, or if you would love to do this VR experience, make sure you share this on your Facebook page. Show all your friends, tag a friend in here. You can do everything. Get your friends in here. We want to tell people that we have a VR headset and we're not afraid to use it. So TJ, you're waking up from cryo sleep right now. How you feel? You know, you're a little groggy, like you feeling pretty tired?
Yeah, I mean, I just took a really big nap, you know. That was a couple years, right?
Yeah, you got to wipe the crust out of your eyes and
yeah,
stuff.
Definitely,
sure.
You know. A couple stretches.
We're already getting some comments. I do want to remind you guys, definitely send comments because this is live and we are going to answer questions. We can tell you whatever you want to know. We got something from Shannon Ford saying, I love the movie, so I'm sure I would love this game. I really loved the movie. I thought it was great. TJ, I hear that you like the movie as well.
Yes.
This is just a Passengers loving episode, isn't it?
I was a big fan of the movie. You know, I enjoyed the journey of the characters, both physically and, you know, mentally and emotionally.
Sure, yeah. Physically, Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence are something to look at.
Oh, nifty. I just figured out how to move.
is saying, I love you, Super News by Movie Pilot. Wow, that's so nice. Well, we love you too, Luke McCon. Thank you for tuning in.
Try it now.
So they're giving you a little bit of a tutorial right now, TJ. Are you getting sort of the nuts and bolts of what's going on?
Yeah, I can kind of hop around.
Yeah, so show the nice people at home. Maybe give them a little tour through VR. So what are you doing right now?
Okay, so real basic. You've got two controllers and a headset, and then on these controllers, you've got some joysticks that I just discovered and some buttons. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm jumping around. I hold the joystick down, and I'm pushing forward, and it shows me where I can jump to, and then I let go, and it jumps me over there.
Yeah, and so the cool thing about this one, it's a little bit different than other Oculus Touch games and other PSVR games, is that you only actually use one controller at a time. So it's really, you don't need to have both handsets in your hand. It's just like one is if you're righty, one's if you're lefty. But you know, you're cooler if you're holding two at once. So we wanted to give you the double controller experience.
Thank you. And you can do, like I'm using this to the left right now and the right. So you can kind of dual stick if you want to.
Yeah, and then if you hold up the controller to your face there, TJ, you can see on screen what it looks like. It's sort of different. You have like a crazy like multi-tool in your hand.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
And it says I can switch tools as well if I push.
Yeah, you can press the upper button to switch the tools. You can actually see it reflected on the tool if you like zoom in, like put it closer to your eyes maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, just so the people at home can see that. You're switching out those tools. Whoa, it's Chris Pratt!
This is Jim.
Whoa, quick! What would you say to Chris Pratt?
What's up, dude? I love all your stuff.
Aw, too late. No, he's still there. Oh, hey, I'm Chris Pratt. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. No, but it is actually, it is voiced by Chris Pratt. We're on a first name basis, me and Chris.
Hey, I gotta go.
Nicole Poe Hatfield is saying, how do you play this game? So the idea is that you're moving around like TJ showed with the analog sticks, and you're using this multi-tool to solve different puzzles as you go through the Avalon. So, TJ, I think you're going to run into your first puzzle right here.
Okay.
Let's see if you are smart enough to solve it. All right? I'll leave it up to you.
I remember seeing the robot in the movie crashing into stuff, and that was actually like one of the first clues that not is all as it should be.
Yes.
Well, obviously besides Chris's situation.
Yeah, I really like the way they kind of trickle that stuff out to you as you're watching the movie. Man, Morton Tilden, make more movies, man. I like you. All right, Jim Chow is saying, how do you wake up Jennifer Lawrence in this game? I don't know. Maybe you'll have to watch to find out. There are movie characters that do appear in this game, so definitely stay tuned, guys. And I see, wow, a whole bunch of you just joined. TJ, you got like 900 people watching you right now.
What's up, everybody?
Hey guys, so this is the Passengers VR experience. We got TJ Smith strapped into the Oculus Rift, and he is going around the Starship Avalon right now. He's trying to fix some stuff. The Starship's going all wrong, as you might have known if you saw the movie. So if you guys like Passengers, or if you would like to play this VR experience, make sure you share this on your Facebook page, or tag a friend in here. We want to spread the word. We got an Oculus Rift, we got a PlayStation VR, and we're not afraid to use them. So definitely stay tuned on Super News if you want to see more cool VR stuff. Yeah, TJ, what would be the first area you would go to on the Avalon if you woke up from cryosleep?
Yeah, well, the Avalon, first, for everybody who doesn't know, Avalon is like this giant, beautiful cruise ship that people go to sleep on, and then they wake up, and you're supposed to like live there for a little bit, for like what, 3 months, 6 months before even reaching the planet. So it's it's basically like a crazy spaceship. Me personally, that giant pool looked amazing.
Oh yes,
but also just the view bridge area, just to look out on the galaxy. You know, personally.
All right, well, you might have some cool stuff in store for you then.
Cool.
You may or may not see those. Sean Lambert's answering our question too. He's saying, I would go swimming. Jim Chow says, I would go to the bar to get some drinks. Solid idea. And you know what? That bartender guy is really cool. So I would love to hang out with that guy.
Yeah, he was great. I'm going to go ahead and do this puzzle. Should I talk about it as I'm doing it, or you want me to just go ahead?
Yeah, tell the people what you're doing.
So, I followed the robot to the door. I got the door open. I'm looking at this thing. It looks like it was burnt out. So I'm replacing it. I'm using the tools, the multi-tools, to grab the things, and we're going to see what happens.
You dropped it.
I dropped it.
Oh, you dropped the broken one.
I dropped
Who needs the broken one?
I think we're good now.
You're good. Turn green. That's good enough for me. Sean Lambert saying 90 years. Yeah, so 90 years is the amount of time that Chris Pratt has to live through if he's sort of like gonna exist until everybody else wakes up. So definitely quite an ordeal. But we also got a comment from Sean Lambert saying, I would wake up Jennifer Lawrence. So now we're starting to get into some debates about, would you be on hashtag Team Chris Pratt or hashtag Team Morality? I don't know. I guess you guys let me know. Would you wake up somebody on the crew?
Spoilers okay?
I guess we won't say spoilers, but that's not necessarily a spoiler that he wakes her up, because that's like the premise of the movie, sort of.
Indeed.
But yeah, let's say nobody posts ending of the movie spoilers, because, the movie just came out on Blu-ray and DVD, so maybe some people want to pick it up and get their passengers on.
Target the Homestead logo with the stylus.
Guys, if you are just tuning in, we are playing the Passengers VR game right now. It's called Passengers Awakening, and we have TJ Smith joining us for a VR safari. He's actually taking you guys through the Starship Avalon in virtual reality. So if you guys like VR, or if you like Passengers, make sure you share this video on your Facebook page, tag a friend in this video. Just generally tell people that we're doing some VR stuff, because we just got a crazy Oculus Rift set up, and we're going to be doing a lot of VR games as the days roll forward. So definitely share on your Facebook, guys. Oh, okay. Frank Torres, wow, grim answer. I would push the little red button and blast the door open and float outside, because I don't think I could be alone by myself. Well, Frank Avalon, you could have maybe, or rather Frank Torres, you could have woke up some people. I don't know. That's not your only option. But definitely that is something that Chris Pratt is wrestling with in the film. I gotta say, right now I'm on Jim Chow's side. I would go to the bar and get some drinks. That's definitely gonna be my go-to choice. So right now, TJ, you are looking at the star map. You want to give the people sort of like a little view around this star map?
Sure thing. So I just selected. Let me go back to the galaxy. So, or the solar system.
This is really cool.
Yeah. So this is the solar system. I assume. We've got, looks like this is our journey between Earth to Earth 2. Is that what they called it in the movie? I forget what they called it. And then looks like we've got,
believe it.
You know, Saturn over here, maybe Jupiter, maybe Uranus. And just a really beautiful kind of hologram that I'm in the middle of right now.
Yeah, and it's cool. So somebody was talking about you do have to warp around for movement. I guess that is sort of like the movement mode that a lot of VR games use. You can see TJ's, you're doing it right here. But for you guys at home, TJ actually you can walk around the room a little bit too. So the cool thing about Oculus Touch, just so you can show it to people at home, Oculus Touch lets you walk around in sort of like a grid around your room. And there you go, perfect job demoing that, TJ. You can actually see where your walls are in your room. So you can see TJ's coming up against the walls there, and it turns into a grid. So you know, like, oh, okay, I better not get too close to that area because I might knock something over or I might hit the wall. So you could step back, into the center. But if you guys do want to sort of like walk around freely or get up close to stuff, you can do that. The Oculus does not keep you anchored to one spot anymore, which I think is the coolest part about the new version of the Oculus Rift.
Cool. So I'm going to go back into this our travel here, our journey, and this is the ship right here. This is the ship that we are on in the movie.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
All right.
You are aboard the Starship.
And we got a comment from Ryden Johnson saying, "Can you go wherever you want? Or can you get the suit on and go outside?" I will say, Ryden Johnson, a lot of familiar things from the movie appear in this game, so I will say stay tuned. You may just be able to see something like that. Oh, we got friend of the site, Josh Sims, in the comments. Say hello to Josh, everybody. Josh is a longtime Super News host, and so you better be on your best behavior, TJ, because he's watching.
What's that? Sorry, I was listening to Chris.
Josh is judging your every action right now.
Josh, don't judge me. Oh no, the glass is breaking. I'm gonna be sucked out into space if I'm not careful. I gotta bounce.
Yeah, all right, you're getting out of here pretty quick.
Because
I like that. Those survival skills are kicking in.
I'm not gonna go into space without a suit. Okay, so now I'm in this room. We got this stuff right here. Oh, I've got it. It changed into a new little tool thing.
Oh yeah, so you have multiple tools inside of your multi-tool, and you can use those to solve different puzzles. So you can see right here, TJ is faced with another puzzle right here, maybe a little bit more complicated than the last one, where, let's see if you can figure it out here. Well, while you're figuring out that puzzle, I'm going to tell you guys at home, if you're just tuning in, we are playing the Passengers VR game right now. This is TJ Smith hanging out in the Starship Avalon, trying to fix the ship so it doesn't explode. If you guys like virtual reality, if you wish you could play this thing, or if you just plain old like Passengers like we do, make sure you share this video on your Facebook page or tag a friend in this video. We definitely want to get the word out there. Super News has a VR setup, and we are not afraid to play a bunch of games on it. A bunch of people are pretty into this Passengers game, and they also have some suggestions, TJ, for other games that they would like to see.
Yeah?
So AJ Masters is saying, is it me, or would the movie Inception make an awesome VR game? What do you think of that?
That would be incredible.
I would love to see Inception as a VR. Like, what? I feel like, so maybe you're walking around in like a virtual like room based on somebody's mind. I think that could be really cool. There used to be a game called Psychonauts. Did you ever play Psychonauts?
Once upon a time, yeah.
They're actually doing a VR game based on that. And I feel like if you're a fan of Inception, the themes in that one sort of cross over a lot, because it is about sort of like going into people's heads and experiencing like created worlds from that. So in that sense, they are sort of making an Inception game. So check out the Psychonauts VR experience. Omer Shalom is saying, OMG, it's TJ Smith!
What's up, Omers? Oh, we got is his name Arthur, the bartender?
I forget his name, I just know him as the cool guy.
I'm pretty sure it's Arthur. This is great. This is like directly out of the movie.
I know, it's so cool. It's so detailed, too.
I love this.
Yeah, you can hang out at the piano. I don't know if you can play it or not.
Let's find out. Okay, maybe not.
No, you're not a musical.
Did. Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah. This is the greatest game of all time. Guys, once again, if you're just tuning in, we are playing the Passengers VR game. We're playing piano in virtual reality right now, so it doesn't really get much better than that. If you guys like virtual reality, if you wish you could do VR, I know a lot of you guys haven't gotten a chance to get a VR headset or to play games in VR, so Super News is going to be your resource to check out all this cool stuff that's available on the Oculus, the Vive, and the PlayStation VR. So make sure you guys share this on your Facebook page, tag a friend. We want to get the word out there. We're playing VR games.
I'm just going to hang out here and wait for Jennifer to come by, and we're just going to have a little date here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can wait another 90 years and you'll be all set. Yeah, so they have this character and he's just like hanging out at the bar. He's doing his thing.
What can I get for you?
Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. This is really what is going to define you as a person, TJ.
Wow.
Is which space drink you pick.
Oh, stylus.
Interesting.
Guys, give everybody at home a good little look at that. I want to get your opinions, guys. Which of these drinks would you pick? I feel like it's the, what is it, the Orion's Belt,
The Orion's
Quark
Belt,
Martini.
Quark
Yeah, you read them out, TJ.
Orion's Belt, the Quark Martini, the Nebulizer, the Moloko, you think? Moloko Plus, or the PG Gargle Blaster.
Okay. I think I would maybe go for the Orion's Belt. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say maybe, it's probably got something around the rim of the glass.
Yeah, you're
maybe.
probably right
Yeah,
about
so
that.
You got some salt on there.
I'll go for the Quark Martini.
Quark Martini. Very tasteful choice.
Thank you.
I cannot drink martinis. I've
Oh,
ordered one in my
no!
life, and I left it on the bar.
No.
Oh, jeez.
The inconvenience.
I was afraid this might happen.
Oh, Katrina Stagg, a friend of the site, hello to you, Katrina, is saying, those rugs are awesome, totally inspired by The Shining. Yeah, I feel like this whole bar has sort of a Shining feel, right? I mean, they gotta, they know their history for sure. I really like that idea that this is sort of, it does feel a lot like The Shining. Jonathan Marquez is saying, I would go for the Martini. AJ is saying the Nebulizer or Orion's Belt. He's got two choices there. Jacob Welch is saying Belt. Sarah Rodriguez saying anything with gin. Edward Perez saying Martini. Tanner Bosch is saying Nebulizer. Thomas Melendez saying Blaster. Wow, we got a lot of answers on this one. I wasn't prepared. Ryden Johnson is saying, so, is this considered a puzzle type of game or maybe an adventure game? So I would say it's a little bit of both. You can kind of hang out and you can walk around the ship, but you definitely are gated. Like, you can't get into the next area. TJ can't get to the next area until he solves this puzzle. So in that sense, it is sort of a puzzle game. You have to figure out the solutions to each part as you go. And I think it's a cool way to do it because, you know, Jim, the character in Passengers, is sort of an engineer character. And, you know, having your guy have to solve problems in the same way that he does is, I think, a pretty elegant way to handle a Passengers game.
Thank you, Arturo.
Rudolph Luna is saying, as long as it has tequila, you can't go wrong. There you go.
You can load the key right into your mobile.
Did you get to order a drink there, TJ?
You know, when he tried to make the drink, he kind of went haywire on the fritz.
Oh,
so
man.
I had to repair him with my torch, and now that I fixed him, he's giving me a key card. And
I feel like maybe he doesn't get a tip then. You know, smashes his head against the table. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Now he's serving drinks. All right, he's earning back his tip. And there he goes. I like how you can sort of like walk over and like look over the bar to see like what his legs look like and stuff, which I think is the coolest part about VR. Like, you're not constrained. You can always look up or down. Whoa!
let's see what the Orion's Belt looks like. Where your pants at?
Gonzalo Rodriguez is saying, but can you fix his head? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out.
Okay, Barfly, we've got work.
No!
Oh, so you have to use, you're using the pointer right now. You have to use the grabber, which is, I think, the first of the tools in, like, the line.
You're on a mission.
And yeah, that'll let you
This
pick
one?
up, you can pick up that martini glass, I think.
Okay.
And
Oh,
what
I
I
see.
did, I would just throw everything right at him.
Oh, you can!
You're a fancy lad.
It's not my drink, but...
Was your pinky up when you did that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool, cool.
Pinky's out.
Guys, if you are just tuning into our show, you are watching the Passengers VR experience. You can see right now, take a look over back by our bartender there, TJ.
Sure thing, yeah,
TJ's on the Starship Avalon. He's hanging out with the bartender from Passengers. we are going all around the ship right now. If you guys like VR, if you ever wanted to try VR, if you have any friends who like VR, make sure you share this on your Facebook page or tag a friend, because we are super excited here at Super News that we have a VR headset and that we are playing a bunch of games on it. Guys, there is no limit to what we can do now. We can do anything, like order another drink.
I want to grab my drink.
Avery Ross is saying, this is fascinating. Yeah, I think that like just the idea of what you can do in VR is really, really crazy. TJ, what just happened there?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
You're just so strong. You're like the Incredible Hulk. You like crushed the glass in your hand.
I'm sorry. Okay, so let's carry on to the next puzzle thing, shall we?
Nicole, yeah, sure, do it. I think the people at home definitely want to see some more passenger stuff. So Nicole Reyes is saying, is this system, the Oculus, wireless? So when you walk around, it doesn't get caught anywhere. And what is the Oculus that you mentioned for a new version? So to answer your first question, no, the Oculus is not wireless. The controllers are wireless, but the headset is connected to your PC using an HDMI cable. So you can't walk wherever you want. I would assume that the next version of the Vive and of the Oculus are probably working on that, though. Because that's the one thing that VR can't do yet, is let you walk wherever you want to. So hopefully we'll see that soon. To answer your second question, the new version of the Oculus, it's actually the same headset, but they added 2 controllers. So you want to hold those controllers up, TJ, real quick? You can see TJ has 2 hand controllers, sort of like how the PS VR has the Move controllers, or the Vive has its own touch controllers. And those things are going to let you model your hands inside the game. So TJ, you want to hold that up another time and sort of like show off your hand a little bit? So move your right hand around. You can see TJ's hand is moving. The controller is moving on screen. So yeah, that's going to completely map your hand into the game. And there are some games like this that only use one of them at a time. There are other ones that use both. And this is sort of the new feature set of the Oculus Rift. So you can get that. They call it the touch controllers for it's just another $100 for the 2 of those, which as far as like, you know, the PSVR is probably around that same price. So you definitely, you know, if you already have a Rift, you're going to want to pick up these things. Because not only does it come with the 2 controllers, you also get an extra camera so they can track you walking all around your room. Pretty crazy stuff. Okay, Garrett Wilson is saying whoever makes the next gaming console with pure VR is going to dominate the market. Wow, TJ, what do you think of that?
I would give it probably 5 years first, but yes.
Okay, yeah, it's tough. It's pretty expensive right now.
The price entry, plus right now VR is still like a foreign thing, I think, to most people, but it's definitely on its way.
Yeah, I think the important thing is that people right now, like developers, just need to make really cool VR games, right? And I think that's what they're doing. Like, I think they did a great job with this. We played the Belko Experiment VR game earlier. Like, a lot of movie tie-ins are actually turning out to be really good, which is awesome. So, yeah, they have these. We played Power Rangers VR a little while ago. And,
I'm in the water.
Oh, man, TJ. No! That's amazing.
I'm going swimming.
He's off the grid, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you, I actually tried to stick my head out of the window into space in the demo, and it just went black. They knew. They were like, you can't do that. You would die.
You can use the driver to turn these valves.
Okay, so Devin Caprito is saying, is this coming out? So, Devin, this game that we're playing, Passengers Awakening, is actually available now. You can get it on the Steam store. You can also get it on the Oculus store. Yeah, we picked this up. It's $10, and you can play it on your Rift or your Vive right now. So, TJ, this one looks a little more complicated than the last one.
It is.
How are you feeling? You confident in your abilities to...
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, you're a proper engineer. You watch Passengers. You can be Chris Pratt if you want to. Basically, we're trying to say, Chris Pratt, we're coming for you. We are going to be your successors. No, yes. Not in a friendly way at all.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea Scott is saying, do you know if you ever get to interact with Jennifer or wake her up yourself? I guess, Chelsea Scott, you'll just have to tune in. We haven't gotten through the whole demo yet, so we have run into Chris Pratt, and we do know that it's officially voiced by Chris Pratt, his character, as well as, I forget who plays the robot bartender, but that's also the same actor from the movie. So we do have some star power in the Passengers VR game. It's pretty cool. How do you feel, man? You just hung out with the robot bartender. You feel starstruck at all?
That was pretty cool. And then he even went a little haywire, too. Just like the movie.
Everything you want in a robot.
Everything.
They serve you drinks. They go haywire. That's really all they're good for, right?
Yep.
Guys, if you're just tuning in, we are playing the Passengers VR experience right now. It is pretty awesome. We have Mr. TJ Smith. Take a bow, sir.
Hello.
We have TJ Smith strapped into the Oculus Rift, and he is going through the Starship Avalon right now from the movie Passengers. If you guys like virtual reality stuff, if you want to play virtual reality stuff, make sure you share this on your Facebook page, because not only are we doing this, we're going to be doing a whole bunch more VR stuff coming up, so make sure you stay tuned on Super News. Whoa! TJ!
We just lost gravity.
What is happening?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no, you're in the water!
I'm in the water. Stay away. Stay away. I feel like I'm in... Oh, this is incredible. I'm just going to walk around this. It's talking to me. I don't know what it's saying.
Oh, so you can use your right analog stick to like control yourself. You can move in 0G.
Oh, man.
Okay, so it's Michael Sheen. Wow, okay. Michael Sheen is a robot bartender, and he plays his character in this game.
I think I died.
Uh-oh, TJ died. I don't even know where it's going to spawn you. Oh, there we go, okay. You don't have to play the whole thing over again.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, you have to solve the problem over again?
I guess so. I don't know.
Levels restore.
Oh, no, there you go. The water's there. So what you want to do now is just head out of the room. So
just out of the room?
Use your 0G. You can actually move the controller up and down while you're using 0G, and you'll see it'll kind of move where your character is going a little bit. So if you move it up, down, left, and right, you can kind of control your jetpacks.
Oxygen levels restore.
Guys, once again, if you have any questions about how VR works or how this game works, make sure you ask it in the comments. Wow. TJ's playing through it right now. I played through it a little earlier, so we can both, between us, we're a font of knowledge. We can just answer whatever you got. And that's me being super cocky. But yeah, guys, if you are excited about VR, make sure you share it with us, because we, as you could probably tell, are super excited about virtual reality. Christian Oliveris is saying Michael Sheen is the robot bartender. You're right. Yeah, you are a better movie fan than I am, and yet I work at a company called Movie Pilot. I don't know. I think I'm on the chopping block now because I didn't know who Michael Sheen was. But yeah, he does a great job in that movie. I think that he's awesome, and he does a great job at doing his character here. What did you think of the robot bartender character played by Michael Sheen, sir?
He's great.
He's great. Put that on the back of the box.
He's great.
TJ Smith says he's great.
His humor was fantastic. His personality was great.
Proceed with caution.
Nicole Reyes says, you said you see Chris Pratt. Does that mean you are not Chris Pratt? Yeah, unfortunately, there's only one Chris Pratt, and he didn't want to come in the studio for this, so we got TJ Smith instead. No, we would take you over Chris Pratt any day. But yeah, Chris Pratt is actually exists in this game. He is sort of helping you out. You're like another passenger on the ship that woke up, and you're trying to help him. It's sort of during the montage of the parts where he's awake and he's just sort of going through the motions. So this game sort of, I guess, takes place in the canon of the movie, but you are somebody who is helping out Chris Pratt. You are not Chris Pratt yourself. So what happened right here, TJ? You want to take the people through it?
Yeah, Chris was telling me to get suited up, so I went into the circle because Chris Pratt told me to. I'm easily peer pressured by Chris Pratt.
I think we all are. If Chris Pratt tells me to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge, hey, you know what? Maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's a secret down there or something. I would do it. Guys, if you would jump off a bridge because Chris Pratt told you to, share this video. And definitely, if you like VR stuff, if you're excited by what you're seeing here, definitely tell your friends about this. This is a new show from Super News. It's called the VR Safari. It's where we take you through the wilderness, the wild wilderness of virtual reality, so that you guys can see all the stuff that is available on these amazing platforms. So guys, if you want to see more VR stuff, make sure you stay tuned on our channel. Follow Super News by Movie Pilot. We do all sorts of amazing shows. In addition to VR, we have other video game stuff, movies, TV, comic books, everything you guys like. So definitely give us a follow. Daniel Ashton is saying, is the thing you're playing on the base? Oh, is this game based on the movie? Yeah, so this is called Passengers Awakening. You can see that Chris Pratt was actually showing up on TJ's comms device. His voice is in this game. We also have other characters from the movie. Maybe stay tuned for even more, possibly. But yeah, guys, this is totally based on the movie Passengers, so pretty cool.
What am I supposed to do now, bro?
Oh, so you want to go up to the side of that door, and there will be a...
Which one? This one?
Yeah, there should be a switch that you can pull. I guess check to the side of each of the doors. I think it is that one. You want to go farther to the right of the door.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, I guess, TJ, do you want to show off your device really quick again?
The multi-tool?
For anybody who's just tuning in.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of functionality on this thing. You want to like show off what each tool does?
This is a driver, and you can use it to solve puzzles that need to be rotated. This is a torch.
Torch.
You can use it to set things on fire. Just kidding. You can use it to solve circuitry problems and things that have malfunctioned.
Stylus.
This is a stylus. It's usually just for pointing at something. It's pretty cool. I actually think I like this one the best because it's like having a laser gun, laser pointer.
Yes. You can cause a lot of troubles for airplanes with that thing, man.
Yeah.
That's they'll get you in trouble for that.
And then this is a grip, and it kind of just holds on to whatever you put. Like that thing I had to pull down. You just click it, and it holds on to it.
Yes, it's good for drinking tequilas.
Yes, there you go.
But yeah, guys, we got a question from Ryden Johnson saying, it looks like cool graphics, but is it more clear when you're using the eyewear? It's a little grainy on the video. So yes to you, Ryden Johnson. Good point there. What it's actually doing on the computer screen, the way we're capturing this, is that it's actually showing us to the Super News Studio. We're seeing both of what TJ's eyes are seeing, and what you guys are watching on the stream is sort of a zoomed-in view of one of his eyes. So you can imagine if you would zoom out, there would be like two fisheye versions of this thing. So when you are playing the game, it's a lot clearer even than it is on screen. So yeah, definitely, you know, you can see this thing in all its glory if you pick up Passengers Awakening on Steam or Oculus.
Dude, I'm about to go outside into space.
Whoa! All right, are you prepared?
No.
Are you mentally? Okay,
My
do it anyway.
My body is not ready.
Your body's not ready. Reggie would be very mad at you.
Oh my
Whoa! The majesty of space! Your head is exploding like in Total Recall.
Pretty out here, isn't it?
This is amazing. Dude, VR is the future.
Yeah. I think this is like the scene for me too, where I was just like, oh, yeah, this is great.
This is incredible.
Sam Utero is saying, looks very fun. Didn't get to see the movie yet, but hopefully soon. Yes, Sam. Actually, I think you can pick up Passengers now on Amazon or iTunes or wherever you buy stuff. Yeah, this game is sort of coinciding with the movie, and the Blu-ray is out there. It's in the wild, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Check out the movie. I really liked it, and so did TJ. You're just having a good time.
I'm just like looking at this like arc off the edge of the ship. It's like no return.
I could do it, man. I could jump. I could float through space forever.
It's just really trippy. Like, if you really think about space, like, space is terrifying. Because, like, one tiny wrong move, and suddenly you're just drifting forever by yourself.
Yeah,
like,
man.
For years. You know? I don't know. It's just... Space is really scary when you think about it.
I hear that nobody can hear you scream in space. I can't confirm or deny. We got a question from Ryden Johnston saying... Oh, he's just saying, that's awesome. Thanks for answering my question. No problem. That's what we're here for, Ryden. Yeah, definitely if anybody else wants to know anything about either the Passengers VR experience or just about VR in general, we can do our best to answer. TJ is playing through the game right now. He's the handsome man that you see on screen at the moment. I, behind the camera, Nick, have played through it a little while ago, so we can both, between us, sort of answer whatever questions you got. And definitely make sure you share this video if you like VR or if you want to try VR and you haven't gotten a chance to yet. So, you know, on Super News, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of VR stuff, so definitely stay tuned on our channel for even more coverage.
This is so trippy, dude.
Yeah, let me hear what's going through your mind right now. Like,
what
kind of existential crisis is happening in the mind of TJ Smith?
I mean, my disbelief has been suspended, and
Perfect.
I legitimately feel like I'm on the edge of a giant spaceship. Obviously, there's too much gravity, and I'm like just jumping around from place to place. So it's obviously a game. But like when you tilt your head and like look down and you don't see the floor, it's a really trippy thing. So I don't know. I'm just like I'm really taking in the beauty of this atmosphere design right now. Is truly what's going on.
It is pretty awesome. We have a question from Maria Thornhill saying, what platform/tech is this on, please? So Maria Thornhill, we are playing on, the platform is PC, and the tech is the Oculus Rift. So Passengers Awakening, you can get it on the Oculus Rift on the Vive, which is the Steam, the Valve headset by HTC. And this thing's available on either one of those for $10 on the Steam store or on the Oculus store. So you guys can pick this up now. Oh man, don't let that thing go though, then you might never see it again.
But it's broken.
Oh, okay, then who cares? I like playing catch in space though.
It's really fun. Oh, I dropped it.
Oh no.
Like, that could be you.
Forever.
That could be you. That's how scary space is. And for those of you who've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Garrett Wilson is saying, sort of on this subject, I would love to play a VR game based on the first Alien movie.
Oh god, that would be terrifying.
I think I would actually die if I was doing that. I would have a heart attack and die.
Isn't there a new Alien coming out?
Yeah, maybe they will do a VR game then.
They should.
I'd be down. I'm definitely, sign me up. I'm ready to have a heart attack and die, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really cool experience. Ernie McDonald saying VR is really fun. Maria Thornhill saying thank you for the answer to her question. Yeah, definitely, guys, if you are liking the show, or if you like the prospect of playing stuff in VR, make sure you share this video on your Facebook page. We are going to be playing a whole bunch of VR stuff in the coming days and weeks and months, because we have not only a PlayStation VR headset, but also, as you can see TJ modeling for us right here, a Oculus Rift headset as well. So we're going to be playing a whole bunch of video games in the coming bunch of days.
Okay, so I think I did it.
Okay, so you have some places to go then.
Then where should I
Oh wait, hold up. Your thing is still red. So what's happening there?
I know, I don't know.
Maybe...
I hope I don't
Oh,
need...
maybe head back that way?
Hold on, let me grab... Where's the green one? There was a green one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why is it still red. Okay, none of these are coming out. This one's
there you
coming out.
go.
Why is he coming out?
Maybe plug him back in?
M4. Oh, they're labeled as well. I didn't realize that.
Oh, okay, that'll do it then.
Okay.
Yeah, use that handy workbench that they give you. These puzzles, man, they're too hardcore for you.
There we go.
Magnetic attach points detected.
Jane Tolentino is saying, explore more. You want to move around? I don't know how much it lets you move around outside of the points. Yeah, you can see you can sort of explore on any surface that you want to. But
I
most
snuck
of the
over
time,
to somewhere.
Oh, secrets.
I'm not supposed to be here.
See if you can knock on the door. Maybe somebody will let you in.
Hello.
No, nobody's there.
You did have to smack one of the machines that wasn't working. Chris Pratt said, just give it a good whack.
That was a magical moment for me. Just like, I want to be in the Millennium Falcon and just like hit the cockpit and make everything work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? It's canon that nobody's there to answer the door because they're all sleeping. They're all in cryostasis.
This is really cool.
Matthew Pinder is saying, take out your anger. Throw the rest of them in space.
I should.
Wow, really getting a dark streak going in the comments here. Robert Caballos is saying, what's the goal of this game? Are there missions? So it's sort of one big mission. It's more of like a puzzle game or like an adventure game. You're going from place to place on the starship. You're trying to solve different problems and stuff. You know, if you saw the movie Passengers, Chris Pratt he's sort of a handyman. So he's trying to go through and break things down and fix them back up. So that's what you're doing. You're sort of like another Chris Pratt, I guess, in this game.
The ship has dents in it from asteroids and stuff.
They really thought of everything.
That's some nice realism.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, Chris Mooneyham is saying, just remember, when you meet Jennifer Lawrence, don't tell her about the sleep pod. That's probably a good idea. You know what? I don't know if that's morally right or wrong. Probably morally wrong. Actually, definitely morally wrong. But don't tell her. Chrissy Weinschenker is saying, excellent! Logan Hill saying, turn left and get on the balcony. I don't know how long ago that comment was made. But maybe try to get back to the main mission area and keep going with your thing. I think you might run into somebody pretty cool in a second.
Okay. I'm going the opposite way. Something I learned from playing years of Zelda is always go the wrong way first.
Yes.
Because you never know what you'll find.
You never know.
I think I've discovered the end of our journey though. Hello. There's no more platforms for me to jump to on this side.
You should be able to go. I think you can go upwards.
Yeah. I was going the wrong way.
Gotcha.
See what things we could discover.
Well, guys, you asked for us to explore, and we explored. So if you are just tuning in, we are playing the Passengers VR game. It's called Passengers Awakening. If you guys like VR, if you ever want to try VR, if you have any friends who want to try VR, make sure you share this video on your Facebook page or tag a friend who would love this. We are super excited at Super News that we just got a couple of VR headsets, and we're going to be playing a whole bunch of VR games in the coming days and weeks. So definitely keep your eyes on Super News by Movie Pilot. It's the channel you're watching right now. You can hit that like button on Facebook. You'll be notified about all of our shows coming up. So definitely keep your eyes on us, guys. Oh, wow. Chrissy Wanshanker is saying, OMG, you said my last name correctly. It took me until 4th grade to say it, LOL. Wow. So I am very proud of that. I'm happy that I got your name right. Wow. I'm feeling good today. Chris Mooneyham is saying, TJ, look for the Master Sword. Hey, it could be out there. Zelda is sort of sci-fi this time, so who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
it takes place in the same universe as Passengers. I do not know. Ooh, okay. Jen Hawkins McElroy is saying, is this game going to keep people, or maybe VR in general, do you think it'll keep people away from like a job and real life and human interaction? You think we'll be living in the Matrix soon, TJ?
I think the jobs are going to adapt to VR.
Oh, okay.
I think there's going to be a new job market in VR.
You know, if you're like a telemarketer or something, you could probably do that from a VR headset. And you could just exist in a VR version of a cubicle. No, I don't think you'd want to do that. But like, you could be like on a beach or something, and then there's a mic inside the Oculus headset. You could just take calls from there.
For sure, you could definitely do that. You could definitely work through VR. But I think like creating experiences in VR.
Oh.
You know, being services in VR.
The entertainment industry.
Yeah, it could be like that. Could also be service industry, different ways. Performers. I guess it's entertainment as well. What? Who? What? What? Who is? What? Who's that?
Stylish.
That's a person.
Great.
There's another person with you here, TJ.
Holy
You're
smokes.
not alone. The call's coming from inside the house. Andrea Elizabeth Lucy McLaughlin, hello to you, fan of the site, saying, what do you guys think of the movie? TJ, I'll throw that to you. What did you think of Passengers?
Sorry, I'm listening to the game.
TJ
right
is
now.
listening to Chris Pratt right now. He's got more important things to think about
I really
than your
enjoyed-
comment.
I really enjoyed Passengers. I like the arc of the whole story, and the visual beauty of it as well. I really liked it.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think that the concept design of this movie is amazing. The production design, actually, I'm sure you guys noticed, was nominated for an Academy Award. So yeah, I'm glad to see they were recognizing some good sci-fi in there too, because I loved the production design in Passengers. The ship is so cool looking. And the nice part about this VR game, oh, so you're timed, TJ. You actually have to do that in 15 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Bring it
the
here.
cool part about this VR game is that you get to walk around inside of this amazing ship that they created for the movie. So, you know, if you ever wanted to be inside of the Passengers movie, this is really going to be your best
Got
bet.
it. Outstanding.
Paul Hallinan is saying, are these VR available to buy? Yes. So, you can pick up, there's 3 like main VR headsets right now. If you have a PS4, also the cheapest option, you can get the PlayStation VR, which you can get that thing with the 2 Move controllers, and it actually is really great. We've done a couple of shows on it. You can get Resident Evil 7 on it. There's a lot of really good games for that. Then if you have a PC, you can get sort of like the main 2 VR headsets right now are the Vive from Valve and the Oculus Rift, which is the one we're using right now. And yeah, you can get all those in stores right now. TJ, you're in the credits. You beat it.
We beat it.
You beat it.
We beat it.
So there you can see the cast, and it is actually Chris Pratt and Martin Sheen. Is it Martin Sheen? No, it's Michael Sheen.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen is much older.
Yes.
But yeah, so they did have some celebrity appearances in this game. I think that's
cool.
super cool.
That's really cool.
And now you can actually walk around this little passenger's house that you're hanging out in.
This is my room. Hey, look, the robot's here.
Orientation classes.
Oh man, I love that robot. I love that guy.
The colony world of Homestead 2.
Hello, little dude. Huh? Okay.
So guys, if you are just tuning in, we are playing the Passengers VR experience. It's on the Oculus Rift right now. We are playing a whole bunch of VR stuff on Super News. But if you like Passengers or if you like VR, make sure you share this video. We're actually going to go back to the beginning for a little bit so that we can kind of, you know, for anybody who's coming in late, maybe you can see what it looked like from the start. Maybe TJ will try to speed run it this time, see how
Sure.
fast you can get through it.
Sure.
And yeah, guys, definitely stay tuned. We're going to show it again if you missed the beginning, and we will be showing maybe some secret extra stuff if you can find anything. So stay tuned.
Cool.
Your shipboard line of credit will be transferred to
Driver.
when you leave the Avalon. You'll have the rest of your life to pay it off. So indulge yourself.
All right, so I think to restart the game, I actually have to close the program and reopen it. So
Okay.
guys, do not pay any attention to the man behind the curtain because you're not supposed to see my face. I'm just a disembodied voice. I am not a real person.
Sorry.
And I am out of frame. Okay, so you can see that was me launching the game from Steam. You might notice, yes, this game is available on Steam. You can pick it up once again right now. And you can get it on the Steam store or on the Oculus Rift. I think they're going to take a second to load into the experience. It takes a little while. So while that's happening, TJ,
All right.
you played through this whole
Welcome to your cabin.
game. What do you think?
Your home.
I like it. I'm about to start the speed run right now.
All right. I'm going for record time here. You're going into the twin,
Okay.
what do they call it? Twin Galaxies book of world records.
Sure.
Hello.
Nice. Sean Lambert saying, I think they should have thrown in
Perfectly
some
normal
aliens
to
for
feel
good measure.
confused.
Yeah, sure. You know what? I would have taken an alien or two.
20 years in
But
suspended
no, I think that
animation.
it turned out really well. I think it would have been
Passenger
weird
on
if
the
they were like,
Starship
let's put some aliens in this in this game version,
Your new
and they
home.
never show up in the movie.
Colony world of
But
Homestead 2.
yeah, I think that they did a super good job at kind of representing what the movie is in this game.
Whoa. The Avalon is on final approach. Enjoy the rest of your voyage.
Chrissy Weinschenker is saying, yes, the effects and design of the movie were amazing. Yeah, I really do think that the concept design in this film is like it's pretty far up there. And when I saw it, I was like thinking, oh, you know, this isn't going to be recognized really by the Academy. There's so many more like quote unquote serious movies that would probably get the production design, because it's not even best VFX, it's best production design is what they went for. And I'm really happy to see that Passengers was nominated. You know, it didn't win for best production design, but it was in the running. So I think, TJ, you can actually explore. You're going for the speed run right now. You can explore those cryopods.
Yeah, I'll explore. Let's see if we can find Jennifer here, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's going to be quite a lot of people to go through. I think there's like 30,000 passengers on the ship.
Oh,
The teleportation.
Oh, we got Super News host Radic. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Radic. Rad from Rad and Holly Show is in the comments right now. Say hi to Rad, everybody who's
what's
a fan
up,
of his show.
Rad?
Press the mode
Jake
button.
Parker Scott says, "Where are the zombies?" I guess they're coming. Oh, okay. Andrea Elizabeth Loosely McLaughlin is saying, "I'll see the movie. I wasn't too sure about it, but now I might see it." So that's super cool. Yeah, Passengers Awakening is making people, think about passengers a little bit more. I think that's really cool. I think a lot of people, everybody should see this
Press the
movie.
mode
I liked it a lot.
to select different tools.
Okay, Justin Dalton is saying, "I would love to play this game. I would be on this game all night." Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe take a couple of breaks from virtual reality or you'll never leave, Justin Dalton. You might be plugging your, brainstem directly into the Matrix. You'll never get out of it.
Elon
Yeah.
Musk wants to make that happen now.
Well, I always thought he looked a little bit like Hugo Weaving. But Hassim Mustafa says, "Shout my name." You want to shout this guy's name? Hassim Mustafa?
Hassim Mustafa!
All right, you can use that as your ringtone or whatever. Just cut out that clip, Hassim. You can take that wherever you go. Chrissy Weinschenker is saying, "Andrea, you won't be disappointed." I like the conversations going on between in our comments there. Guys are giving each other recommendations. That's super cool. Oh, okay, you didn't find J-Law, did you?
No,
Man.
I think they have just standard, repeatable models here.
Okay. This is the area of, like, they organize them by what they look like. So, like, everybody who looks like that is in this one spot. So,
God, yeah.
yeah, J-Law is in the blonde hair zone. It's not this part. Eric Taylor's saying, "Shout out to Barbados." Shout out to Barbados, Eric Taylor. Thanks for watching. Let's see. Oh, Justin Dalton said, "Yeah, I would probably go crazy." That's true. I mean, it is really awesome, though. Like, I've been playing a lot of VR stuff from back when
Hey,
they
can you hear
first
me?
sort of
This is
came
Jim
out with VR, like
Austin.
when the Oculus Rift
passenger,
was
like
still in
you.
development. My
may have
roommate had a
noticed
dev
nobody
kit
else
for
is awake.
the Rift,
See,
and you
the
had to like
Avalon's
hack it
in
into your
trouble.
computer because it didn't
I need
work
your
right.
help.
And that thing was really rough. And it's crazy to see that now these VR headsets are so polished. Like it really is like you're just looking directly into another world. So yeah, it's kind of exactly what everybody wants VR to be like. That's what we have now. So if you guys ever, you know, if you decide like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and pick this up, it's absolutely worth it. Get a VR headset. It's awesome. You won't regret it. Hello, Torres saying, shout me out. This is cool, by the way. I need to try VR. Hello, Torres. Hello to you. Let's see. Alvin Sissom is saying, yes, VR. Wow. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. And to be able to see it, I'm glad that we're able to sort of show this to you guys in this particular format where you're seeing like what TJ is looking at, and you can also see his head and hands moving around, so you kind of get, it's really your best bet to get an idea of what VR is like if you haven't played it. And then you can sort of make your own decision about like, oh, okay, like this seems like something I'll get into. Alright, so Hasim Mustafa says, shout my name again. I don't know, Hasim, that's too many times. No, you want to do it, TJ? Hasim Mustafa?
Next stream.
Next stream. Alright, Hasim, I'll shout your name. Hasim Mustafa! Beatrice Ruivo says, I would play it. It looks kind of addicting. Yeah, I think that they could make... I would like to see a lot more VR puzzle games. This one had some puzzle elements to it. The Belko experiment one that we did on, I believe on Friday, if you guys saw that show, that was sort of an entire escape room in VR.
What?
And I think that VR opens a lot of possibilities for that kind of cool stuff. Like, yeah, right? Like, dude, that escape room in VR sounds awesome.
Can we do that?
We can do that after the show, sir.
Okay.
But there's definitely so many cool things to do on the Rift, on the PSVR, on the Vive. And so, yeah, if you guys haven't been able to pick one up yet, definitely stay tuned on Super News because we will be playing a whole bunch of VR stuff on our various shows as the days and weeks go on.
Population 22 billion.
Yeah, okay, so Nicholas Ruben Alvarez saying, I'm not a fan of the movement, but the little control that allows you to use your hand is pretty neat. Yeah, so TJ, you want to hold up the controller again? You want to show the people at home what your tool can do?
Sure, so currently it's on the stylus setting. Oh, hold on, Chris has to talk to us.
It has a handy Chris Pratt feature where Chris Pratt can, you know, tune in at any time and talk to you. You know, whisper sweet nothings into your ear. The really nice thing is that if you put it up to your left or right ear, you'll actually hear it in that ear. So like in a lot of VR games, they do a really cool thing with like telephones where you can put the phone up to your ear and hear it. VR is cool, man. I like it. Todd Harrison saying Ghost Recon would be amazing on this. Yes, absolutely. I would love to see Ghost Recon show up on this. I'm interested to know, we're probably nearing the end of the show here, guys, but if you guys have any last-minute ideas for games that you would want to see on virtual reality, definitely tune in. Like, what franchise would you want to move to VR next?
To repair the door.
Let's see. We got Randy Schreiner is in the comments. Hello to you, Randy Schreiner. He says, hey, Nick, where's my shout-out? I never asked for them. Well, Randy, I guess you, how am I going to know that you're watching unless you ask for a shout-out? Shout-out to you, Randy Schreiner. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being a dedicated Super News fan for so long. Ooh, okay. Alvin Sissom is saying, does it have D&D style games like World of Warcraft or Skyrim? Would you play Skyrim in VR, TJ?
Definitely in the Warcraft. Warcraft is more my type.
Okay, yeah, you're a big World of Warcraft player, right?
Yeah, Warcraft in general, yeah.
Oh, are you an RTS guy? Would you want to play an RTS in virtual reality?
It'd be interesting. I'd love to see how they'd make it happen.
Did you ever play Black and White back in the day?
What was
sort of
Black and White?
like a god game where you're up above everybody and you're plucking them with your hand and putting them places.
I don't think I played that.
So they're doing something like that for PSVR where you can like move around. It's almost like an RTS but with like fewer characters. So maybe they will eventually do Warcraft and Starcraft in virtual reality. I would play it. Hey man, I'd play it. And to answer your question to who was asking about the WoW or Skyrim in VR, I'm sorry I don't remember your name and it went away on my screen. But keep your eyes on E3 and all the video game news, guys, because actually Bethesda, the guys who make Skyrim and they make Fallout, they've announced that they almost definitely are planning to do a virtual reality version of Fallout 4. So if you want to play like a big, sprawling, open-world game with sort of D&D-like mechanics, I know it's not fantasy, it's a little more sci-fi, post-apocalypse, but Fallout in VR is basically as close as you can get to Skyrim VR until somebody decides to do something like that. So keep an eye out for that. Also, at GDC, the Game Developers Conference, Super News host Phil Correa and I went to check out a bunch of like the most innovative games. That's where all the developers come to show like their newest stuff. And we got to see a bunch of really cool fantasy games, you know, very D&D inspired, where you're shooting bows and arrows and you're using swords in VR and shields. It's exactly what you want it to be, guys. Virtual reality is insane. Oh, we got some really good suggestions here while I was talking away. Chelsea Scott saying Call of Duty, definitely. Sean Manzione saying I agree, Call of Duty. And guys, if you haven't heard, I think the next Call of Duty might be going back to World War II. So I don't know, I think I would crap my pants if I was playing the D-Day invasion in virtual reality. But you know what? I'd play it. I got more than one pair of pants. I'm good. Hasi Mustafa saying, go to the cafeteria. Oh, that's something they should have put in this game. I would want to press those buttons on that machine to get my non-premium coffee. So Nicholas Ruben Alvarez is saying, the tech is really good now. I was blown away by Google Cardboard when it first came out. That's true. Google Cardboard's really impressive. And, you know, obviously these are a little bit more involved. You know, they're more pricey, so you would imagine that they would be more involved. But Cardboard is really good. I've used the Cardboard with the Pixel, the headset that they give you, and it's really impressive. So I'm glad to see that VR is sort of like coming to more and more people now. That's really going to be the thing that kind of advances the medium, is when it's more accessible to everybody. So hopefully the price will go down and, you know, it'll be easier for everybody to get. TJ, what do you say? We go like maybe 5 more minutes?
Sure.
Do you have any parting thoughts, like what you think of Passengers VR or what you think they could do in the future for other VR games, maybe to expand on this one?
I think a Mass Effect in VR would be incredible. So this is kind of Mass Effect-y, you know?
Definitely. Have you been playing Andromeda at all?
Yeah, I played a little bit, yeah.
You think they could do the, I forget what they call it, the Nomad in VR? Messing around on that crazy space tank?
That'd be interesting.
Oh man, if I was doing that thing in first person, I might throw up, but I would love it. Guys, once again, we're getting to the end. Make sure you send what franchise of video games you would like to see turn into VR next. We got some really good suggestions. We got some Call of Duty in there. TJ suggesting Mass Effect. We have Andrea Elizabeth, Lucy McLaughlin, you know, touching my heartstrings here, saying Lord of the Rings VR game. Yes, I would play a Lord of the Rings VR game where all they do is ask you to quote exactly, line for line, the Lord of the Rings movies. And I would basically just melt into a puddle. Hasim Mustafa saying, can you wake up Jennifer? As it turns out in this one, you can't wake up Jennifer, but you do actually get to meet Chris Pratt in this game. And you get to meet the robot bartender, which I believe, oh, we already did that. But if you saw earlier in the video, there's a couple of celebs that they actually do voice their characters, and they get the likenesses for them and stuff, so that's super cool. Okay, Richie Recchione is saying, I would like to see a Game of Thrones game in VR. Wow. Definitely want to see that.
Winter is coming.
Randy Schreiner saying, what if they did a serial killer multiplayer game in VR? Like one person is the killer while the others run and hide from him. That is a really good idea, Randy. They actually have a couple of great non-VR games like that. Like, man, they're doing the Friday the 13th game. They have that other one, Dead by Daylight, where it's sort of like I guess they call it asymmetrical, where like, you know, you have the one killer and then the 7 other players. So if you could do that in virtual reality and you're like running from them in first person, that would be super scary. I don't know if I could handle that. Alan Jones saying, I would love to see Tetris VR. TJ, how do you think Tetris VR is played?
Hey, you know.
You're just in first person looking down at like where you're going to land. And then of course, if you're the long block, you'll accidentally land one slot to the left and ruin everything.
Now get out here.
Ooh, okay. Andrea Elizabeth Lucy McLaughlin saying, a VR Middle-earth trivia game. Yeah. A person after my own heart there. I definitely... that maybe not the best use of VR, but it's certainly something that I'd be into. Something that I would play and possibly do very well at.
Pretty out here, isn't it?
Let's see. Oh, wow. Another good one from Andrea. A Harry Potter Quidditch match game. TJ, VR Quidditch?
That would be so dope.
Gage Riccio is saying Jumanji VR. Wow. I guess they could do that because they're redoing Jumanji.
Yep. And they said that It's not going to feature a board game this time. Did you see that?
Oh, it's a video game this time, right?
Yeah, apparently.
That is a pretty cool idea. You know, update it a little bit.
Attach points detected.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this show. What do you think, TJ? You want to get to the end here, or do you want to leave it a mystery?
I'm going to try and jump to the end real quick.
TJ speed running it. Once again, guys, I'll say it one more time before the show ends. We are playing the Passengers VR game right now. Take a look upwards, TJ. Look at the majesty of the Starship Avalon. That's what we're doing right now. We're outside the ship using our gravity boots to walk around the exterior of the ship. Earlier, we were inside seeing all the locations from the movie and solving some puzzles. If you guys like Passengers, or if you like virtual reality, if you ever wanted to try it out and haven't gotten a chance to yet, make sure you share this video on your Facebook page or tag a friend. Guys, we're so excited that we have a VR headset right now, and we are basically just trying to find as many excuses as we can to play games on it. Here we go. Did he catch it? He caught it. Oh, TJ, good job. All right, so I think we are just about nearing the end of this experience.
Yeah, that's
here.
it. That's the end right there.
That was it. Perfect timing then.
Yeah.
So TJ, what is your rating of Passengers VR Awakening?
I like it. 2 thumbs up.
2 virtual thumbs up.
2 virtual thumbs up.
Perfect. All right, guys, one more time, because we are about to head out. Don't be afraid to share this video after it's done being live. Everybody can still watch it after the fact, so don't worry about that. Make sure you tell your friends about this. This will be up online, so if anybody wants to know what VR is like, if they've never done it before, make sure you show people this. It's going to be really... I think it's pretty eye-opening to see like what is possible to do in VR. And we're going to be doing a whole bunch more VR shows as we keep going on Super News on our new show, VR Safari, where we take you on a safari through the wilderness of virtual reality with our friends like TJ Smith. Thanks for joining, TJ.
Thank you for the invite. It's always a pleasure.
So guys, make sure you give Super News a like on Facebook. We do lots more shows. Not even only about video games, movies, TV, comics, everything. Also, make sure you follow TJ Smith at...
Ivy League Punk on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And on YouTube, it's youtube.com/TJ.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for our episode. Stay tuned for more cool stuff coming up this week. But until then, I think we're going to call it. Have a good one, guys.
We are the Homestead Company, and your future. Hello. You've just spent 120 years in suspended animation. Just breathe. You're a passenger on the Starship Avalon. It's perfectly normal to feel confused.